اوكي. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم على الدين أما بعد. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا واتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا واجتنابه. اللهم إنا نسألك خير ما سألك عبدك ورسولك نبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من الشر ما استعاذ بك عبدك ورسولك نبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. Inshallah, our topic today is Surah Hujurat, as one of the suggestion was there from last week in the list that we passed around. Surah Hujurat, the word Hujurat is the plural of Hujra. Hujra means one room, or ghurfa. So this surah refers to the rooms of the Ummahat al-Mu'mineen, the mothers of the believers that they had. So each of the mother of the believer had their own hujra. So all of them are next to each other, that's hujurat. And the reason this surah is called hujurat is because it refers to adab, manners, etiquettes, akhlaq, usloob. It relates to social values and social etiquettes of society, how the society should behave, and how we should behave in a society and a community, and how it discusses individual manners, infradiyan, individually, our manners, our etiquettes, our adab, and also ijtimaiyan, collectively as a society, as a community, Muslim community, how the adab, akhlaq of the society should be. All of this is discussed in Surah Hujurat. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the basic building blocks of a community, how to build a community, a society, from the families living around the Hujurat. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also talks about the warning things. They can't hear? Now they can hear? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also talks about the warning signals in this surah, that what breaks the society, what breaks unity. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the surah, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَ أَخَوَيْكُمْ. That the believers are one whole brotherhood, one unity, one society. And likewise, the sisters are like together as one sisterhood. Even though they come from different background, different culture, different ethnicity, different color, but they should all be like one. They should not feel different to each other. And that is why then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks in this surah about what are the things that breaks the unity of the brotherhood or sisterhood. And then Allah towards the end warns us about Iman, that Iman has to enter into our hearts, in our lives, so that we can see the result of Iman in our actions, in our daily life. So let us start. The first few ayats talk about the adab of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the respect and honor for our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts the asbab al-nuzul, the reason of revelation of the surah was an incident happened in Medina. A Baddu, an Arabi, came from far desert area to Medina, and he kept asking people, where is the house of Rasul, where is the Hujra? So people guided him towards the Masjid Nabawi. When he came to the Masjid Nabawi, he said, where is the Prophet of Allah? Where is Rasul? Where is Muhammad? So they told him that he is, apparently it was the time after Dhuhr before Asr. And as you know that the Sunnah of Rasul was that he would do the Qaylula. Qaylula means that after you eat lunch, he would sleep for a short nap, afternoon nap. So Rasul was sleeping inside his hujra. And this man, this Arabi, this Baddu, who has no manners, no etiquette, he's coming from the desert, he's a nomad tribal person. When he is told that Rasul is over there, so he went in front of the hujra and he said, Ya Muhammad, ukhruj alayna. Ya Muhammad, ukhruj alayna. This is how he said. He said, oh Muhammad, come outside, come to us. Because he came with a question, with some issue. And he kept shouting loudly, very loud voice, very disrespectful. Because there's no bell or anything or knock. He didn't even knock. He just said loudly, Ya Muhammad, ukhruj alayna. Oh Muhammad, come outside. Allah revealed this surah, the first 5 ayats over there, and then the rest of it also around that time. The first ayat refer to this incident and this man. As we say that Allah is teaching adab, manners, to the society, how to address each other, especially how to address Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the first ayah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا لَا تُقَدِّمُوا بَيْنَ يَدَيِ اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ إِنَّ اللَّهَ سَمِيعٌ عَلِيمٌ. O you believe, do not go ahead of لا تقدموا. Qaddam means going ahead. Here it means literally also, don't go ahead of Rasulullah sallallahu when you are walking with him, so that Rasulullah is behind your back, you are walking behind him. Let him be in front. That's one meaning. Second meaning of the ulama says that do not go ahead of his rules, regulations. If Rasulullah said don't do this, لا تقدموا بين يدي الله ورسوله means if Rasulullah said don't do this, then don't do it. And if he says do this way, then you do it that way. So you follow the order of Rasulullah as he gives you the order. That is the meaning of لا تقدموا بين يدي الله ورسوله واتقوا الله, and fear Allah. Because إن الله سميع عليم. Allah is all hearing and all knowledgeable. The next ayah refers to this Badr al-Arabi who was raising his voice, Ya Muhammad, Ya Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Allah revealed this ayah, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la tarfa'u aswatakum fawqa sawti an-nabi. O you believe, O you have iman, do not raise your voice above the voice of Muhammad, meaning the tone of your voice should not be higher than the tone of the voice of Muhammad. As you know, it's mentioned in the books of Hadith, especially in Shamal Tirmidhi, it's mentioned that Rasulullah used to speak in a very soft voice, very soft and mellow. He was not too loud, not too light, but medium. So if somebody speak loudly over there in front of him, so that is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لا ترفعوا أصواتكم فوق صوت النبي ولا تجهروا له بالقول كجهر بعضكم لبعض أن تحبط أعمالكم وأنتم لا تشعرون. Second part of the ayah, Allah says, وَلَا تَجْهَرُوا بِالْقَوْلِ, and do not deal with the Prophet ﷺ. Don't call upon the Prophet ﷺ like the way you call each other. Why? Because when you call each other, you call in a very frank, blunt manner. You can say, Ya Rajul, Ya Rajul, ta'alu. Ya Walad, oh boy, come here. Oh man, come here. So, Allah is saying, وَلَا تَجْهَرُوا لَهُ بِالْقَوْلِ كَجَهْرِ بَعْضِكُمْ لِبَعْضٍ. As you do to each other, you say, Ya Hajj, Ya Bunay, Ya Walad, Ya Rajul. So these things that you say loudly and you call each other with different names, do not call Rasulullah in the same way. Because remember, what was he saying? The Arabi, the Badr, he said, Ya Muhammad, ukhruj alayk. Oh Muhammad, come outside. I have a question. So Allah is saying here, كَجَحْرِ بَعْضِكُمْ لِبَعْضٍ أَنْ تَحْبَتَ أَعْمَالُكُم. Don't do this, otherwise your a'mal will become fasid, will become useless, futile. Your a'mal will be ضَيِّعَ أَعْمَالُكُم, will be wasted. أَنْ تَحْبَتَ أَعْمَالُكُم وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تَشْعُرُونَ. Meaning Allah will not accept your a'mal because of your su'ul adab, your disrespect to Rasulullah. وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تَشْعُرُونَ, and you do not even realize. Meaning you're doing something like this with the Prophet ﷺ, raising your voice and being disrespectful to him, and you don't realize that this is hurting the Prophet ﷺ. Here, for kids, if you're listening, this ayah also applies to kids. That when you are talking in front of parents, you don't talk in loud voice. لا ترفع أصواتكم فوق صوت آبائكم وأمهاتكم. Don't raise your voice, because when a son or daughter, when a walad or bint speak in a very loud voice to their father or mother, هذا سوء الأدب. It's the same thing as this ayah. ولا ترفعوا صوتكم. Do not raise your صوت فوق صوت النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام. Allah is saying, don't raise your voice above the voice of Rasulullah. So, of course, after the Prophet ﷺ, the next who have the most haqq on us is our parents. Al-walidain. Min birru al-walidain. Min husnul suluk lil-walidain. of the respect for the walidain is that we don't raise our voice in front of them. مهما كان الظروف, no matter what the circumstances are. Even if they are saying something and they're yelling at us, they're shouting at us, we should not shout back and yell at them. Oh, just because you are shouting at me, it gives me the right to I should shout back to you. We can never be equal, so in front of parents. Of course, parents sometimes they yell, they shout at us for our benefit. All right? They are trying to discipline us. They're teaching us adab. Or sometimes we have done something that has made them angry and mad. So they are shouting, but they're not shouting because they hate us. They're not shouting or yelling because they don't like us. It's because they want to teach us adab. But we as children, we think that, oh, my parents are shouting and yelling, that means that gives me the right that I should do the same thing. No. لا ترفعوا أصواتكم فوق صوت النبي. Second meaning over here now for us Muslims who are not here, who are living here, and who do not have Muhammad. This ayah was revealed 1450 years ago in Medina. At that time, Rasulullah was alive. So, of course, it applies to them. How does this ayah apply to us? As the ulama say that this ayah applies to us, that al-ulama warathatul anbiya. The ulama, the scholars, are the inheritors of the anbiya, prophets. So, just like the adab we have for the prophets, anbiya, we should have the same adab in front of ulama, scholars. And so when a alim comes in front of you, you should not raise your voice above the alim, above the scholar. هذا معنى واحد. أما الثاني, the second meaning of this is that whatever the voice of Rasulullah was back then in Medina, our voice should not be above that voice even today, in this world, the dunya. Meaning today Rasulullah is not alive amongst us, but our voice when we're talking to each other should not be so loud. Like some people, they're laughing so loudly. This is not good. هذا سوء الأدب. If you have to laugh, you can laugh easy. He's laughing because he has laughed. Well, did you get scared? لا ترفعوا صوتكم فوق صوت النبي. So there is a lot of types of laugh. You can scare somebody, or you can make somebody have a heart attack. And that is what the ulama say, that this ayah, wajib alayna, this ayah applies to us today, that when we are talking to people, we do not raise our voice above the tone of the voice of Rasulullah. Let's say Rasulullah, his voice was 50 decibels. I'm just saying, for example, 50. So we should not go up to 50 or 51. We should be 48, 49 when we are talking. Adatan, usually when we're talking to people, our voice should be lower than the voice of Rasulullah, knowing that this ayah applies to us today. لا ترفعوا أصواتكم فوق صوت النبي. This word over here in the ayah, فوق صوت النبي, means مجرد صوت Rasulullah. What was his صوت? What was his voice? How did he talk in Medina? And in Shamal Tirmidhi, Imam al-Tirmidhi has narrated many hadiths that Rasulullah, when he will speak to people, he'll be speaking very softly, not too low, not too high, and medium, that people can hear. Someone sitting even far away could hear him. And at the same time, it was not so loud that people get irritated. So that is how this ayah applies to us today. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَغُضُّونَ أَصْوَاتَهُمْ عند رسول الله أولئك الذين امتحن الله قلوبهم للتقوى لهم مغفرة وأجر عظيم. Allah says here that verily those people, يغضون, غض يغض means to lower, reduce. إن الذين يغضون أصواتهم عند رسول الله, those people who lower their voice in front of Rasulullah, أولئك الذين امتحن الله قلوبهم للتقوى. Those are the people who Allah has tested them for taqwa, has tested their heart for taqwa. How? Meaning they are convinced, these people are convinced, and they reduce their voice, their tone in front of Rasulullah, and also in general, they reduce their tone of their voice, so that it does not go above the voice of Rasulullah. So Allah has promised for them what? That لَهُمْ مَغْفِرَةٌ وَأَجْرٌ عَظِيمٌ. For them there is maghfirah, for them there is forgiveness, and a great, great ajr. Next ayah, number 4, Allah says, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يُنَادُونَكَ مِنْ وَرَاءِ الْحُجُرَاتِ أَكْثَرُهُمْ لَا يَعْقِلُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling Prophet Muhammad sallam that those people who call you, Ya Rasulullah sallam, from outside the hujurat, from outside the rooms, and they're calling you in a big loud voice, Ya Muhammad, meaning we should not even take the name of Muhammad sallam as an adab, as a respect. We should say, Ya Rasulullah, Ya Nabi Allah, Ya Abdullah, addressing him with laqab, khitab, with a title, instead of calling his name. You don't talk to your father or mother by calling your name. Let's say your father's name is Ahmed. You say, Ya Ahmed, Abu Ya Ahmed. تعمل إيه? Slowly, you're good. You don't talk to your father or mother that way, that you call their name. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding us of that same thing. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يُنَادُونَكَ مِنْ وَرَاءِ الْحُجُرَاتِ أَكْثَرُهُمْ لَا يَعْقِلُونَ. Those people who call you, O Prophet Muhammad sallallahu from behind the rooms, they are not having any adab, they're not having any aql, meaning they're ignorant, jahil, and they don't realize the disrespect. ولو أنهم صبروا حتى تخرج إليهم لكان خيرا لهم والله غفور رحيم. This is the ayah that talks about that incident. Remember that Badu Arabi came, he had a haja, he had an issue. He came to ask, is this okay, is this not okay? And he was mustajil. Mustajil means he was in a rush, impatient. He wanted the answer right away. So Allah was saying, وَلَوْ أَنَّهُمْ صَبَرُوا حَتَّى تَخْرُجَ إِلَيْهِمْ. Like I said, this was the time of qaylula. So Rasulullah would have qaylula. After the qaylula, it was the stool of Rasulullah. It was the nizam of Rasulullah that after his qaylula, he would come to the Masjid Nabawi and sit over there to address the people if they have any issues. So he was going to come out anyway. But this guy, he came to the Masjid Nabawi, he said, oh, where's Muhammad? They said he's in Hujra. So he went all the way in front of the Hujra. He started saying outside the Hujra, Ya Muhammad, Ya Muhammad. And then he called him. So Rasulullah, when he came out, he was disturbed. He was a little bit upset, but he dealt with him and he told him that no, this is not allowed or this is not something that is right. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is referring to that in this ayah. وَلَوْ أَنَّهُمْ صَبَرُوا حَتَّى تَخْرُجَ إِلَيْهِمْ لَكَانَ خَيْرًا لَهُمْ. That if this person, Arabi, if this person waited until Rasulullah would come out, it would have been khayr for him, that maybe his issue would have been solved, or he would have got a favorable answer from Rasulullah. But because he irritated the Rasulullah, Yuzajuhu, he did iz'aj for Rasulullah, so he did not get a good answer. Wallahu ghafurur rahim. And Allah says that he is forgiving and merciful. Ayah number 6. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. This is a very important ayah. This ayah is like the foundation, asas al-bi'a fil jaliyah. This is the foundation of the community and society in a neighborhood. This ayah number 6. Today in 2019, this ayah is more important than any ayah in the world, because we are living in technology age. We have gadgets, we have WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. I lost some of the names. There are so many things now, you don't even remember the name. That's it? There's some more. These kids, they know, man, they are ahead of us. Everything is on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, Viber. Yes, you see? I'm trying to remember. Viber, and then there is Emo, there is Line. Get on the line, talk to people. So many devices. And when you have information technology that is so fast, سريع جدا, so fast, you type something and you press, boom, it's gone. And then you remember, oh, no, this guy is going to kill me. So you go back, you try to delete. In WhatsApp it says delete for everyone or delete for you. If the guy already saw it, it has two blue things, right? Now you cannot delete. Too late. Son, you missed it. Too late. You can't delete. He or she already saw it. So WhatsApp will not allow you to delete. You can only delete for yourself, not for them. So now you are in trouble. And that is what this ayah number 6. Why I'm giving you these examples? Because this is going on today, right now, in 1440 Hijri 2019. Right now in the dunya, في كل عالم, not just America, everywhere in the world where Muslims are, they are disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from this ayah number 6. Al-ayah السادسة in Surah Hujurat. كثير من الناس في المعصية. They are in disobedience. What is the ayah? يا أيها الذين آمنوا إن جاءكم فاسق بنبأ فتبينوا أن تصيبوا قوما بجهالة فتصبحوا على ما فعلتم نادمين. سبحان الله. يا ريت لو فهمنا هذه الآية. I wish we understood the meaning, معنى هذه الآية. هذه الآية مهم جدا. Allah is saying, يا أيها الذين آمنوا. Look, he's addressing the Iman, أهل الإيمان. He didn't say يا أيها الناس. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إن جاءكم فاسق بنبأ. نبأ means news, خبر, news. So Allah is saying, إن جاءكم فاسق بنبأ. If a fasiq person, fasiq is someone who is disobedient, disrespectful to Allah, disrespectful to Rasul. فاسق بنبأ فتبين. تبين means تصديق, verified. I come to you right now and say, brother, your car is burning. Allah Azim, look, go there, it's burning. You better run over there and say, Shaykh, nothing is burning. But you believe, صدق. And then I pass that, I don't come and tell you or anyone, I pass that news to somebody at the door, he passed the next person, next person, next person. By the time the news comes to you, it's too late. You think the car is burned already, so you don't go outside to see the car. But when you go outside, the car didn't burn because the news was not verified. And that is what is happening today in the world. In social media, you know, they have these messages, both in Arabic, in English, in Urdu, in Pashto, Punjabi, every language they have this message. Forwarded as received. You will see on the top it says, forward as received. Meaning you receive something from someone, you press forward, click, and it goes to all the people in your contacts. So now everybody is seeing that. Sometimes the messages are so strange, ajib, gharib. It says, if you don't forward this message now to 40 people, you're going to die tonight. Subhanallah. No problem. Let me see if I'm going to die tonight. Don't forward. Some people, they get scared. Brother, I have to do it. I'm going to die tonight. Excuse me. You believe that message so strong? You're going to die tonight if you don't forward to 40 people? And Allah is saying, إِن جَاءَكُمْ فَاسِقٌ بِنَبَإٍ فَتَبَيَّنُوا. Testify, verify the news that has come to you. Is this tasdeeq? Authenticate the news. Is it true or not? If it's not true, why should I forward it? And even if it's true, why should I forward it? Today the world has become so fast on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. Anything you get, oh, forward it, forward it. All your friends are seeing it. And when somebody asks you, is this true? I don't know. Somebody sent it to me. Who sent it? Salman. Okay, Salman. Do you know is this true? I don't know. Muhammad sent it to me. Oh, okay, Muhammad. Do you know? I don't know. You know, Ahmed sent it to me. So like 50 people are sending to 50 people, and none of them know that the thing is true or not. فَتَبَيَّنُوا. Why? أَن تُصِيبُوا قَوْمًا بِجَهَالَةٍ. Perhaps you may hurt a qawm because of jahalah, ignorance. Ignorance can hurt somebody. أن تصيبوا قوما بجهالة فتصبحوا على ما فعلتم نادمين. You become regretful, nadim, nadam, remorse, regret. After you have sent the message and the message was not true, after you've sent it forward, now it is very bad. I get so many of these messages, I'm pretty sure you must get it, that after Salatul Jummah, you must recite the Salah al-Nabi 40 times to get barakah in your rizq. If you don't do it, you will not have barakah in your rizq. Subhanallah. Is this a hadith? Is this an ayah in the Quran? Is there any verification of this? No. But everybody is doing it. I have to read 40 times because I got the message. So social media has made people robots. Literally, we are robots. You got a message? Okay, let me forward it. It went to 50 people, 100 people. Those 100 people will send it to another 200 people, then 200 to another 400. And it's like a jungle fire. Some people, their job is to make messages and forward. That's all. That's all they do every day. Just make messages and send it. They're called social media managers. Many companies hire them. You know what happened about this whole issue of Clinton and Trump and election and all that? It was manipulated because in Facebook you can target audiences and make news that can make your mind set in a different way. Because you will be seeing on your Facebook news feed all the negative news. So you will not go vote for Clinton, you'll go vote for someone else. And that is what happened in this 2016 election. The people who knew how to use social media, they were very smart. They used it in the right way to propagate fake news. Before, there used to be only news. Thousands of years ago, there was only news. Now, there is fake news and real news. And subhanAllah, today fake news is spreading so like rapid fire, jungle fire. Every single thing that is being spread is fake news. And nobody checks the fake news before spreading it. I don't know if you've heard about this or not. There's a website online, it's called Snopes.com. Snopes. Snopes.com. If you go to that website, this website has a list of fake news and fake things in there, which tells you that this is false, this is fake, it's not true. That's why it's called Snopes.com. If you get a message in your WhatsApp or Facebook or Twitter, best thing is go to Snopes.com and check if this is authentic or not. They'll tell you. For example, few months back, there was a message on WhatsApp that the New Jersey State Police is giving tickets, speeding tickets on Turnpike, Route 80, Garden State Parkway. They're in this kind of car, they're this marked car. Make sure you guys drive safely, this blah, 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 blah. The whole page of news, and everybody's spreading. The New Jersey State Police, if they want to give you a ticket, you think they're going to warn you first? Hello, Habibi, and Ajay, I'm coming. I want to give you a ticket for eating food now. No, I'm just joking. Eat. You think the police is going to come and tell you that, look, I'm going to come and give you a ticket from June 1st to June 30th. Dear Malik, be careful. They're going to do snap processing. So somebody made that news and then somebody spread that. And that became it. SubhanAllah, there was a fake news right now in Ramadan. You know Ramadan? We did Eid. So we did Eid based on calculation. The Fifth Council of North America. They said that the calculation method is that the moon will be born at such and such day. So Monday will be the last day of Ramadan, the 29th of Ramadan. There's not going to be 30 days, 29. And then Tuesday is going to be the 8th. This is what the Fifth Council of America did. Fifth Council of America did not say you can see the moon. They said the moon is born, but whether you see it or not, it's born. So that's why the calculation method of Eid is based on the birth of the moon. Saudi announced around Monday at 12 p.m. on New Jersey time, Saudi announced they saw the moon. And so all the Bilad Arab, Qatar, Kuwait, Oman, Emirates, Egypt, Tunisia, Lebanon, Jordan, all the countries, they said, okay, we follow Saudi. Saudi saw the moon, khalas. We don't need to see the moon, we are with the Eid. SubhanAllah, those people who have the madhab of ru'ya al-hilal. There is two madhab. Madhab عن الرؤية ومذهب عن الحسابيات الحساب. We went on حساب. الحساب says that خلاص مهما ما طلع الهلال we make the Eid. أما the people, the madhab عن الرؤية, they said مستحيل جدا. It is impossible that Saudi saw the moon. Now you can say that a small mistake Saudi did was they said they saw the moon. If Saudi said we are going on calculation, based on calculation the moon is there, so we're doing Eid, then there'll be no fasad. But Saudi said we saw the moon. So the people in Europe, people in Africa, people in America, South America who go on ru'ya, they said هذا كذاب. They are lying. Because the scientists said you cannot see the moon Monday night. It is not big enough from the birth من الميلاد ميلاد الهلال. It is not big enough to see it. So they said Saudi is lying. This is the people of the madhab who say that ru'ya is daruri for the iftar. for Eid. The reason I'm giving you this whole detail is to give you how fake news spread. I don't know if you got this message on WhatsApp or not. I got it on the day of Eid. I got a message on WhatsApp from some brother saying, look, Saudi did a mistake. اعترف السعوديون أن لسنا رأينا ما رؤية الهلال. We did not say hilal, and we're going to do kafara. 5 billion riyals kafara. Because we missed one yom of siyam. This is Saudi. And then they had a clip of Jazeera News television. Al Jazeera Al Arab, not Jazeera English. They had a news that أعلن الحكومة السعودية سوف يعطي الغرامة. غرامة means penalty. So they announced, so they took that clip of Jazeera News channel and they started spreading on WhatsApp and Facebook and Twitter. The look, Saudi has confessed they made a mistake. So all those people who follow Saudi, their Ramadan fasted. Their Ramadan has gone bad because they missed one day of Siyam. So now they have to fast. Kafar. This happened this year in Eid. But you know what? Nobody calls Saudi and asks, is this Sahih? Is this news true? Nobody called. Everybody believed and everybody start forwarding. Everybody forward. Email and this. And look, especially the people, the madhab al ru'ya, they say, look, احنا فزنا, we won. Saudi's land. The reason I'm giving you so much detail, because what I did was, I looked at that clip and I searched on Google. That clip was from 2014, Eid of 2014. It was an old clip. But in the news clip, it does not give you date. When the announcer is announcing, he does not say Eid of 2014 or Ramadan of 2014 is bad. He's just saying, اعترف الحكومة السعودية أنهم غلطان, they're wrong in their ru'ya, so now they will give kafara and gharama. So in the whole clip, there is no date mentioned. And look how these news channels and these people on WhatsApp and social media, how khatir, how dangerous they are. And how I should say, wallahi, they're fasad. That they know it's a fake news, but they're spreading deliberately in 2019 to make awam al-nas bad. Think they're old. And if you have any relatives in Saudi, I have my in-laws in Saudi. If you call them that, hey, did Saudi announce kafara? Did Saudi confess of mistake? No. Because if they did, they will have it on the channel, on the Saudi television channel. Same channel where you have the Haramain, the Tarawih, it will be announced over there. But no, in 2019, there was no announcement on any Saudi television that they made a mistake and they're giving a kafara or harama, or that they're saying you should fast. But we have our brothers and sisters, mashallah, subhanallah. They are like malaika, they know the ilm al-ghayb, so they make this clip and they propagate it. That is what Allah is saying. إن جاءكم فاسق بنبأ فتبينوا أن تصيبوا قوما بجهالة فتصبحوا على ما فعلتم نادمين. Please verify the news. And when you are verified, even if I come to you, Wallah al-Azim, I swear by Allah, listen, even if I come to you with the news, you must ask me, brother, Shaykh, where is the source? Please verify. You should not blindly trust, because some people misunderstand this ayah in Surah Hujurat. They say that, look, Allah used the word fasiq. In ja'akum fasiqun binabay. Bimana, if a fasiq, a bad person comes to you with news, then you verify. But if a muttaqi or salih person comes to you with news, don't verify, just believe. There is no blind trust in Islam. Many of the ulama, like Shaykh Uthaymeen, Shaykh bin Baz, are of the opinion from Surah Hujurat, ayah number 6, that it is the hukum of this ayah is not just for fasiq, but li-jami' al-nas. Any insan come to you with news, verify. Brother, is this true? Sister, is this true? Sister, did you verify it? Brother, did you verify it? Yes. Okay, what is your source? My source is this. Okay. Khalas. Now it's okay, I have tasdeeq. But if there's no verifiable source, then you are going to be doing a big ithm, sin. And that's what Allah says, فَتُصْبِحُ عَلَى مَا فَعَلْتُمْ نَادِمِينَ. After you realize what you have done, you will be very, very sad. You will be very, very nadim, regretful that what did I do? I destroyed somebody's life just on fake news. The one thing I agree with Mr. Trump, I don't know if you like him or not, but one thing I agree with him when he says fake news, he's right. Because in this world today, the media is spreading more fake news than true news. They sell, these media channels, they sell the news. Who are they selling? Me and you. People watching these news channels, CNN and BBC and MNN and GNN and whatever news channel, we are watching it, the ads are coming, so we are being sold. And they are giving all fusuk and fujur and fasad. They're giving all fake news. Nobody verifies the news either. And it's not just here in America. Even back home in our countries, in our Muslim, fi bilad Muslimin, the channels that are there, they're spreading fake news. I know in my country, at least in Pakistan, there are more than 40 channels, that have been caught spreading fake news. And the editors have been confronted, and they just laugh, they smile. So, as if this is why I am very important today in 2019, because in 2019, these media TV channels, the social media, these gadgets, everything is making people spread news fast. So when you're spreading news fast, fake news gets spread fast. And you know what the problem is with fake news? When you spread fake news, it creates depression in the mind of the person. It creates anxiety, panic attack. It creates a boredom, and makes them fashal, it make them feel very negative when you have fake news. In Islam, we're not supposed to spread fake news. If you know something bad about someone, we're not even supposed to mention it to our own wife or husband. One of the 99 names of Allah is what? Somebody tell me. One of the 99 names of Allah is what? Yeah? Yeah, but Rahman doesn't apply over here. One of the 99 names of Allah that applies with news. There is so much news about us that Allah knows. So what is his 99 name? One of the 99 name, his sifa of Allah. What sifa of Allah protects us from our news getting spread? Alam. Sattar al-uyub. Satara. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was Sattar al-uyub. We have so much uyub. We have so many bad deficiencies. We're not malaika, we're not angels. Everyone, kulluna, even me, everyone, all of us have bad news. All of us have negative things. But look, subhanallah, Allah is Sattarul Ayub. Allah covers. Do you know my deficiency? Do you know my bad habits? Do you know? You only see Sheikh, he comes to the masjid. You don't know if I adakhin or if I drink khamar. You don't know that. هذا بيني وبين Allah. Nobody knows. Sattarul Ayub. Subhanallah. Allah is saying to people that I am covering you fil layl wal nahar. Then why are you going there and publicizing? There is a hadith of Rasul. La'natullah ala mujahirun. The la'na, curse of Allah on mujahirun. Mujahir or mujahir is someone who publicizes their dhunub. Brother, last night I drank a 6-pack vodka. Can you do that?
Yes, Mohammed.
No, you can't do that. Some people love to do that. Some people love to publicize about their negative news. And Allah is Sattarul Uyub. Subhanallah. Which means what? The name of Allah, As-Sattar. The name of Allah means that don't spread bad news. Don't spread negative news. You have something negative about somebody. Let's say you found out something negative about someone. You don't have to go, shh, come. Everybody come, listen. That person who lives on 43 Winding Hill Way, I saw him drinking in his house. I saw him. Khalas, if you saw it, it's between you and Allah. Ustur ayubana. What is the dua we make in Ramadan? Allahumma ustur uyubana, Allahumma ustur uyubana. Oh Allah, cover our weaknesses. So if I see the weakness of somebody, I should cover it, not make it public. And that is why this ayah is very important. إن جاءكم فاسق بنبأ فتبينوا أن تصيبوا قوما بجهالة فتصبحوا على ما فعلتم نادمين. You become very, very remorseful and grateful about what you have done. وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ فِيكُمْ رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. Next ayah Allah says, remember that within you is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. لَوْ يُطِيعُكُمْ فِي كَثِيرٍ مِنَ الْأَمْرِ لَعَنِتُّمْ. If the Prophet follow a lot of the things that you do, then it would be, he'll be in لَعَنِتُّمْ, he'll be in distress. He'll be in a lot of depression and sadness. ولكن الله حبب إليكم الإيمان وزينه في قلوبكم ولكن الله حبب إليكم الإيمان. ماذا فعل ربنا؟ حبب إلينا الإيمان. Allah has made Iman mahbub for us. And Allah has made kufr and fusuq and isyan and nifaq karahiyya. No one says, I love kufr. Did you ever see anybody, any Muslim say, I love kufr? I love hypocrisy, I love nifaq, I love to be a hypocrite? Nobody says that. Because Allah has not put that in the tabi'atul insan. Tabi'atul mu'min, He has not put that. Why? Because Allah huwa khaliquna. Allah is our creator. Allah made us. So He has put in us حَبَّبَ إِلَيْكُمُ الْإِيمَانِ وَزَيَّنَهُ فِي قُلُوبِكُم. Allah made us love Iman and He has put it inside our heart. زينه في قلوبكم وكره كراهية وكره عليكم الكفر والفسوق والعصيان. Allah has made you dislike, you don't like kufr, you don't like fusuq, which is the plural of fisk, which is disobedience of Allah, which is like immorality, shameful things, sinful things, والعصيان, and disobedience. Nobody likes to disobey Allah. If someone is disobeying Allah, you go up to them, you like to do this, they will say no, no. They'll not say, yeah, I like to do this. I like to disobey Allah. Nobody says that. In fact, they'll say, please make dua for me. Please pray for me. I'm very weak. I'm da'if. I'm in this ma'siyah. How to get rid of this? How to get rid of this problem? أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الرَّاشِدُونَ. Allah says they are the righteous people. Those people who love the hidayah. Those people who love iman and who love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And those who dislike kufr and fisk and isyan. فضلا من الله ونعمة والله عليم حكيم. Next ayah number 8, Allah says, this is the fadl, grace of Allah, bounty, blessing from Allah, and ni'mah. والله عليم حكيم, and Allah is all knowledgeable and all wise. Then ayah number 9, it talks about al-Jaliyah al-Muslim, the Muslim community. What are they supposed to do? See, up till now, it was infiradiyah. From ayah number 1 to ayah number 8, Surah Hujurat, it was the uslub al-adab, uslub al-khuluq, infiradiyya, individual. Now it is ijtima'iyya, ijtima' al-Muslim, the Muslim community, Muslim society. How are they supposed to be united? How is the Muslim society supposed to love each other? How is the Muslim society supposed to build a society and build a community? That is from ayah number 9. Allah says, وَإِن طَائِفَتَانِ مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ اقْتَتَلُوا فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَهُمَا فَإِن بَغَتْ إِحْدَاهُمَا عَلَى الْأُخْرَى فَقَاتِلُوا الَّتِي تَبْغِي حَتَّى تَفِيءَ إِلَى أَمْرِ اللَّهِ وَإِن فَاءَتْ فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَهُمَا بِالْعَدْلِ وَأَقْسِطُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الْمُقْسِطِينَ. And if two parties of the believers are fighting, وَإِن طَائِفَتَانِ مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ اقْتَتَلُوا, if two people are fighting and doing qital, فَأَصْلِحُوا, go and stop the fighting. Don't look at the fight and say, wow, that's good. Yeah. Keep hitting it. Keep punching. Good. Keep punching. Some people, they love to see fights. Because in school, this is what they did. After the school, when the fight will break out, they'll go and say, yeah, keep punching, keep punching. You know, break his nose. That's what some people like to do. But Allah is saying the opposite. Allah is saying the moment you see your Muslim brother fighting another Muslim brother, فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَهُمَا. Make sulh, make reconciliation between them. Stop the fight. Separate them. Counsel them. Calm them down. Talk to them. فَإِن بَغَتْ إِحْدَاهُمَا عَلَى الْأُخْرَى. But still, if one of them returns wrongfully to fighting again, فإن بغت إحداهما الأخرى فقاتلوا التي تبغي حتى تأتي إلى أمر الله. And the one who keeps fighting, then go and stop them and fight them to stop fighting for them. فإن فاءت فأصلح بينهما. But if they come back to justice and equity, فأصلح بينهما بالعدل. Then make them reconcile. Come, kids, come sit here in the front. Okay, don't go in the back. فأصلوا بينهما بالعدل وأقسطوا إن الله يحب المقسطين. Allah loves the muqsiti. Allah loves the just people, justice people. Allah loves the people who are fair and honest and just to each other. Next ayah, Allah says about the Muslim community and society, the unity. إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَ أَخَوَيْكُمْ. Verily the believers are brothers, one brotherhood or one sisterhood. فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَ أَخَوَيْكُمْ. Because you are one brother, one sisterhood, so reconcile with each other, solve your disputes, solve your issues, solve your problems and disagreements. Do not continue to fight, do not continue to disagree. فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَ أَخَوَيْكُمْ وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ. And fear Allah so that you may be having mercy. Ayah number 11, Surah Hujurat, is about ijtima'iyya and infiradiyya. It's about one individual, one mu'min, and also a group of mu'min. Allah is saying, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا لَا يَسْخَرْ قَوْمٌ مِّنْ قَوْمٍ عَسَىٰ يَكُونُوا خَيْرًا مِّنْهُمْ وَلَا نِسَاءٌ مِّن نِسَاءٍ عَسَىٰ أَن يَكُونَ خَيْرًا مِّنْهُمْ. O people, do not make fun of a qawm. Do not make fun of a people because of their language, because of the color of their skin, because of the way they talk, because of their character, because of their height, because of their weight, because of their body. لا يسخر قوم من قوم عسى يكونوا خيرا منهم. Don't let anyone make fun of each other. Don't let anyone ridicule, insult each other. عسى يكونوا خيرا منهم. You don't know that maybe the one who's being made fun of is better than the one who's making fun of that person. Right, kids? You're listening? This happens in school a lot. You start making fun of each other. Hey, you blondie. Hey, you blackie. Hey, you brownie. Hey, you whitey. Hey, you purpley. Hey, you orange. Yeah? Hey, you fatso. Hey, you tallie. Hey, you skinny. People start saying these bad words. In Surah Hujurat, Allah said it's haram. Don't say it. لا يسخر قوم من قوم عسى يكونوا خيرا منهم ولا نساء من نساء. Then Allah went one step ahead and said, don't let the women also insult each other, ridicule each other, make fun of each other. Because perhaps one woman is better than the other woman. See, these things are very important, especially in a masjid. When we come in a masjid, we are Arab and Ajam. We are black, we are white, we are brown. So we should not feel superior to each other. We should not feel that Ana khayrun minhu. I'm better than that. Or when we come here, we don't just stick together that, okay, I stick to my friends and ignore the other people. We need to mix each other, get each other, at each other. This will bring the ukhuwah. This will bring the sulh. وَالصُّلْحُ خَيْرٌ فَأَصْلِحْ بَيْنَ أَخَوَيْكُمْ. But the problem is, including myself, I'm also of this of this mistake. The problem is, we go to masjid, we hang out with our kind of people. If I am Pakistani, I'm going to sit with only Pakistani people. I don't sit with the other type of people because, oh, I feel comfortable. This is wrong. If I am always sitting in my gatherings at home with the Pakistani people, so at least the masjid should be the place where I sit with different people and talk to them and engage with them and bring the brotherhood, bring the ukhuwah and the sisterhood, especially with sisters, especially with brothers and sisters who are reverts, converts. Many reverts and converts have told me that, brother, we feel dejected, we feel lonely in the masjid, we feel totally isolated in the masjid. Nobody talks to us. When we go there, everybody's hanging out with their friends. The Arab with the Arab, the Desi with the Desi, the African American with the African American, this and this. So I, as a revert, I, as a convert, I'm just sitting there and look, especially with sisters. Women converts, women sisters have complaints to so many imams in the masjid that when we go to the masjid, all the sisters over there are just hanging out with each other and having their own fun time, and we are left alone. We are isolated as a revert sister. So I don't like to go to that masjid. And that is what Allah SWT is saying. That we need to learn each other, get to know each other. and not make fun of each other. وَلَا تَلْمِزُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ, and do not make fun of each other. وَلَا تَنَابَزُوا بِالْأَلْقَابِ, and don't give alqab, laqab, titles to people. That this is a tall person, this is a fat person, this is a skinny person. These are alqab. So don't give laqab. The shorty, tally, skinny, fatsy, fatto, things like that. It's bad. Alqab is not good. بَأْسَ الْإِسْمُ الْفُسُوقُ بَعْدَ الْإِيمَانِ. Evil is the ism of the sin of fusk after Iman. وَمَنْ لَمْ يَتُبْ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ. Whoever doesn't repent, then they are the oppressors. And then the next ayah number 12, Allah talks about what breaks the unity in the Muslim brotherhood, Muslim ummah, which is سوء الظن. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اجتنبوا كثيرا من الظن إن بعد الظن إثم ولا تجسسوا ولا يغتب بعضكم بعضا. Three things Allah mentioned in this ayah. The number one, stay away from suspicion. Don't be suspicious about who is this person, who is that person, what are they doing in this masjid, what are they trying to say, what is their agenda, what are they trying to do. Tajassus, suspicion, spying on people, spy on people. Let me go and see their car, what kind of car they drive, where do they live, why are they coming to the masjid. Tajassus. وَلَا يَغْتَبْ بَعْدُكُمْ بَعْدًا. يَغْتَبْ غِيبًا. Don't do ghiba, backbiting of each other. So three things: spying, backbiting, and also having suspicion about somebody is forbidden in Islam, because that breaks the unity of the brotherhood. أَيُحِبُّ أَحَدُكُمْ أَنْ يَأْكُلَ لَحْمَ أَخِيهِ مَيْتًا فَكَرِهْتُمُوهُ. Then Allah says, is like eating the flesh of your blood brother. And Allah says, do you love? أَيُحِبُّ أَحَدُكُمْ, does any one of you love? أَيُحِبُّ أَحَدُكُمْ أَنْ يَأْكُلَ لَحْمَ أَخِيهِ مَيْتًا. Do you like to eat the dead meat of your blood brother, the flesh of your brother? فَكَرِهْتُمُوهُ. Allah says, you dislike that, you don't like it. وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ Allah تواب رحيم. Fear Allah. Allah is repenting and merciful. يا أيها الناس إن خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل. Ayah number 13, Allah talks about getting to know each other, how to build ukhuwah, how to build unity, how to build brotherhood and sisterhood, how to get to know new people, more and more people. Don't just keep hanging out with the same people. Hang out with the different people in the masjid so you get to know them, their family, their background, their lifestyle, and then you can be friends with them. And that's what Allah is saying. That inna khalaqnakum min dhakrin wa unsa, we have created you from one male and a female, Adam and Hawa. وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلَ. We made you many different tribes and nations and countries with different lisan, different languages, different colors, different background. Why? لِتَعَارَفُوا, so that you may get to know each other. You get to know each other's culture, each other's food, each other's customs and traditions, each other's background and all that. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. Verily, the most noble in front of Allah is the one who is having the most taqwa amongst you. Inna Allah alimun khabir. Verily, Allah is alim, all-knowing and well-aware. Then the ayah number 14 of Surah Hujurat talks about Iman. Iman has to enter our hearts. See, when we say La ilaha illallah, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan, I just said this from the tongue, right? But has it entered in my heart? No. Because this is exactly what the Arab, Baddu Arab from Mecca, from the Qaba'il, they would come and say, قالت الأعراب آمنا قل لم تؤمنوا ولكن قولوا أسلمنا ولما يدخل الإيمان في قلوبكم. قالت الأعراب, the Baddu Arab said, آمنا, we believe in you, Ya Rasulullah. Allah said to Muhammad, قل لم تؤمنوا, Ya Muhammad, قل لهم, O Muhammad, tell them, لم تؤمنوا, you have not believed, ولكن أسلمنا, but you have only submitted, you only surrendered in front of Allah. ولما ولكن قولوا أسلمنا, but say that you have only surrendered or submitted to Allah. ولما يدخل الإيمان في قلوبكم, Iman has to enter the heart. If the Iman does not enter the heart, Insan is not mu'min, he's just a Muslim. Insan is just a submitter, a surrender to Allah. We become from Muslim to mu'min when Iman enters qulubana, our heart. What does Iman entering the qalb mean? Meaning it absorbs you. Your adat, your habits, your lifestyle, your akhlaq, your adab, everything shows the character of Iman. Everything shows why you are mu'min. وَلَمَّا يَدْخُلُ الْإِيمَانُ فِي قُلُوبِكُمْ Until Iman enters your heart. وَإِن تُطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ لَا يَلِدْكُم مِّنْ أَعْمَالِكُمْ شَيْئًا. And if you obey Allah and His Messenger, He will not let any of your amal be wasted in any way or go reduced. Inna Allah Ghafur Rahim. Verily Allah is forgiving and merciful. إنما المؤمنون الذين آمنوا بالله ورسوله. Verily believers are those who believe in Allah and His Messenger. ثم لم يرتابوا. لم يرتابوا لا ريب فيه. They have no shak, shubuhat. They have no doubts. Iman is something that is concrete. Iman is something that is convincing. And it is something solid. It doesn't have tazabzub. That is this right? Is this wrong? Is this right? Is this wrong? If you're feeling about Iman, is this right? Is this wrong? There is something wrong in your Iman. Because Allah is saying that believers are those who believe in Allah and His Messenger, ثُمَّ لَمْ يَرْتَابُوا, and then they don't have any doubt in it. وَجَاهَدُوا بِأَمْوَالِهِمْ وَأَنفُسِهِمْ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. And then they strive and struggle in the path of Allah with their mal and their souls. أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الصَّادِقُونَ. Verily they are the people who are the truthful people. قُلْ أَتُعَلِّمُونَ اللَّهَ بِدِينِكُمْ وَاللَّهُ يَعْلَمُ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَاللَّهُ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ عَلِيمٌ. The third last ayah Allah says, say, do you tell Allah about His deen? قُلْ أَتُعَلِّمُونَ اللَّهَ بِدِينِكُمْ. Are you trying to teach Allah about His deen? When Allah is the one who gave you the deen in the first place, He's teaching you. وَاللَّهُ يَعْلَمُ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ. Allah knows what is in the heavens and in the earth. وَاللَّهُ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ عَلِيمٌ. And Allah is well aware of everything that is going on. يَمُنُّونَ عَلَيْكَ أَنْ أَسْلَمُوا. They try to show you a favor that they have believed, Muslims. So they are showing ihsan, that, oh, I want to show you that I am doing a favor on you by becoming Muslim. قُلْ لَا تَمُنُّوا عَلَيَّ إِسْلَامَكُمْ. Say, don't give me a favor to believe. You want to believe? Believe in Allah by your own will and desire. Don't do any favor to Allah by believing in. بَلِ اللَّهُ يَمُنُّ عَلَيْكُمْ أَنْ هَدَاكُمْ لِلْإِيمَانِ. But in fact, Allah is the one who is giving you a favor and bounty by giving you hidayah and guidance for Iman. إِن كُنْتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. If verily you are truthful. Last ayah of Surah Hujurat. إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَعْلَمُ غَيْبَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَاللَّهُ بَصِيرٌ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ. Only Allah knows everything that is hidden in the heavens and the earth, and Allah is well aware of everything that you are doing. So these 18 verses of Surah Hujurat, they tell us about the social values of society. Not to do ghiba, namima, not to backbite people, not to do tajassus, spying on people, not to do zan, having husnul zan, having a positive thought for people, not being suspicious of them, and not fighting them, and not ridiculing them, not insulting them, not calling them with alqab, with titles, not anyway, making them feel run away, rather bringing them closer to each other, bringing them closer. And Allah is saying that we have made you different tribes and different people so that you may get to know each other. So that brings us to the end of Surah Al-Jawad and its message of how to build a society. And now, if any young boys or girls want to recite a surah or a dua on the microphone, you can come here in the front. I give you the mic, and you can recite it on the mic. Anybody? Come on, be brave. These are your parents. They will love you, and they will also praise you.
الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Very good, mashallah. Takbir. Very good. Anybody else want to come and do it on the mic? This portion, because we still have time for Azan of Isha, so we want to encourage our kids, our atfal, our children, to come forward. Hamza. Everybody's shy. This is one brave girl.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم صدق الله العظيم.
MashaAllah. Excellent. See, this is how you're supposed to do. We're going to do this every Friday night. After my program, my lecture, we'll have the kids' portion. Kids, come prepared, inshallah. Oh, we have another one?
خلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
MashaAllah. Very good. Excellent. Very good, brother.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى
Come take a light, make a light.
سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في جيدها حبل من مسد.
MashaAllah. Yes. Hold.
الذي جمع فأوعى يحسب أن له رحمة كما لما في القدرة وما أدرك ذلك نار الله يغفر كذا قالت إن تغفر وأفسدا إنها غير موسى سيئة معتدى.
MashaAllah. Excellent. Adil, right?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين. صدق الله العظيم. ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تدبير وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم كعصف مأكول.
MashaAllah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان أسألت من أسألت.
Is this Arabic or Farsi?
Farsi.
Farsi. Okay, very Very good, MashaAllah. Very good.
ورأيت الناس يذهبون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر إنه كان توابا. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها
ما شاء الله
ما شاء الله.
Line up. No, both of these guys. Line up.
come on Darling, you have to do it. Anything. Come on.
If you say something good, you'll give it back.
Come on, hurry up.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والسماء والطارق النجم الساقط والسماء والطارق وما أدراك ما الطارق النجم الساقط كل نفس لما عليها حافظ فلينظر الإنسان مما خلق من ماء دافق يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب إنه على رجعه لقادر يوم تبلى السرائر فما له من قوة ولا ناصر والسماء ذات الرجع والأرض ذات الصدع إنهم لقول فصل وما هو بالهزل إنهم يكيدون كيدا وأكيد كيدا فمهل الكافرين أمهلهم رويدا.
ما شاء الله.
صدق الله.
This is power. Yes.
قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس.
Very good, mashallah. Come on, Hussein is the best. You're gonna see that, Hussein. You're gonna climb up.
قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
Very good, Okay. Come on.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
MashaAllah, very good, excellent. Jazakallah khairan. All of you boys and girls, thank you so much. Excellent. MashaAllah. Next Friday, come prepared from before, okay? Next Friday, you can do something better. So inshallah, come prepared. Now it's time for Azan and Isha, inshallah, we'll start.